Okay, alright. We'll just go ahead and go live with this sucker.
Yeah.
Perfect. We might end up, guys. We might get a we'll hopefully get some kind of psychic or tarot reading on Shane Dawson here in a little bit, because he's who we're talking about today. He's kind of the gonna be kind of the main focus of the swing shift today. You know, he's come back.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was talking to Lux how I feel about it before the show, but I didn't necessarily get the time to hear how Lux feels about it.
Well,
how do you feel about Shane Dawson? Get up into the mic.
I don't know. He's a little cringy for me, but
Cringy.
I did see a lot of his videos from back in the day. I have not seen very much of his new stuff, probably because of the stuff that he posted a long time ago.
Yeah, the stuff that he got canceled for.
Yeah, I mean, I saw his era where he was doing like what are those, the parody songs that he was filming, like the songs with the music videos. I saw those.
I
And
see.
there
I
was,
didn't
like, a
catch
couple
that
of,
era
like,
of Shane.
you know,
I was kind of late to
Frankie
the
stuff that he was doing.
Okay.
That's how I remember him. I haven't seen a whole lot of his other stuff other than the most recent video that he posted.
Okay. What'd you think about it? He's ghost hunting, guys. You know, I gotta say, I kind of feel for Shane because he's making specifically the kind of content that, like, the Murkies want to see. And, I don't know. I kind of feel for him as, like, a content creator. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Was he a shitheel as a kid? Yeah. But he did have the misfortune of growing up sexually confused and putting himself on camera the whole time. So like that surely bred a little bit of like strange deviancies, which we've definitely seen happen. You know, but dude says he's been in and out of therapy. You think more in or out? What you think? What you think? That face. I know what Lex thinks. Shane probably bounced out of therapy more than he stayed in it.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit more out than in.
Yeah. That's
But I mean, more power to you, because he does say in the video, I think, that he's like, you know, felt like he's really matured and stuff. So
yeah, and you know, Shane, I feel like Shane has. Again, the Shane Dawson I discovered was like this Shane Dawson 2, which is like, you know, making conspiracy content, kind of paranormal stuff, or like hanging out with his friends. Like, all of it seemed pretty easygoing and somewhat for the good of people, of his audience. But the more I've watched, the more I kind of realized maybe not. Like, maybe he was kind of crossing the line with exploitative. Like, the exploitation for like the I don't know. Again, I really hated that Jake Paul series, and when he kept bringing in that hacks psychologist. Like, she's like, that's like bringing Britta Perry from Community in to fucking read people. Like, that lady is truly bad at reading people. Hello, Australia. What's up, Claire? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. It's Indigenous Persons Day today. And yeah, it's a big one. It's a big holiday. I was wondering how many Murkies we'd get rolling into this afternoon stream, or if the algorithm would even promote it at all, because I tagged Shane Dawson in it. I don't know if maybe they have a deal lined up, because here's the thing: when I found the new Shane Dawson video, that sucker already had 3 million views. You know what I mean? It was already sitting at 3 million. Hello, Batman.
Hi, Batman.
Batman's here. But I want to hear from you, Murkies. What do you think about Shane Dawson? Are you aware of Shane Dawson? Did you watch Shane Dawson's early content? Do you think he deserves a second or third or fourth chance? I forget which chance Shane Dawson is on, but let's just say maybe here, you know, I've covered some particularly sketchy footage of Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas when I was talking about Trisha Paytas earlier, like on the show, really before anybody showed up. And here's the thing. Shane seems like a different person since that video, particularly the one with Trevi Moran. Like, that one seemed like that was the sketchiest of everything I had seen. Like, it kind of like leaves this kind of taste in your mouth, like maybe he's into something sketchy. And you know, I think it's fair to think that if someone felt that way once, they probably do all the time behind closed doors. But, you know, only seen 1 or 2 videos a few years ago. Unicorn. Well, when you get settled in, kind of check him out real quick, get a feel for his energy, and pop in here. Unicorn, hopefully do a little tarot or something for us, and we can maybe send it to Shane and tell Shane what we found about him. Shane likes the woo-woo, you know what I'm saying?
Shut the window.
And I like the woo-woo. So, you know. Foxhound says he's a super creeper, no more chances. Gotcha. Fair. Yeah, you know, I definitely got creeper vibes off of the Trevi Moran video. I've gotten creeper vibes off of everything he's been canceled for. I got racist vibes off of, you know, like shit heel kind of racist kid vibes off of his YouTube videos when he was younger. And you know, it was shocking to see that as somebody who discovered him when he was an adult, you know, doing what he does. Because, you know, son of a bitch. I don't know. Maybe you can grow out of that. Maybe you can change and develop. I don't know. But he definitely seems like he's into younger boys at times. Like, he makes that seem like a thing. But, you know, again, we'll get more Murkies in here. And I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Does he, you know, represent Tiano? Hey, what up, Batman? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. If you guys are a member of an indigenous tribe, since it's Indigenous Persons Day, please shout out where, throw your flag, baby. Let me know what tribe you're in. I just, you know, maybe I'm a sucker for that type of content he makes. Maybe I just want more time in the room with that cat. Maybe I'm just fascinated by him because he does things and makes decisions that I wouldn't make, but that normally fascinates me. Jameson Younger. I think he's into younger men, younger boys. I think he likes them a bit. It's how he makes it seem, and he's kind of, you know, again, crossed the board on a few different issues. Like, he's kind of crossed the line on a few different issues. Like, he shouldn't. Yeah, and he did that to himself. But again, like the accountability I'm hearing in some of these, it's telling us that Superman's bisexual again. Sorry,
I saw that and wanted to let it go. I was gonna let it go.
My Google Chrome is very excited to tell me about Superman being bisexual.
Yep.
We can talk about that. Shane Dawson says he's bisexual. He is now, I believe, married or engaged to Rylan Adams, which, shout out Rylan Adams. I like Rylan Adams. I haven't seen anything too crazy. I'm sure he said some crazy shit or some mean shit defending his hubby, but, Hoping of legal age, says Jameson. Jameson, I would say no. I've definitely seen video. I played video on the stream in the past of him being inappropriate with a minor. Nothing that I think was like you could press charges on, but it definitely gives the implication that he would not, he's looking at this kid's ass. Let's just say that. Jameson. So yeah, he's, definitely done things that cross the fucking line.
Yeah.
Like, particularly with that subject, Jameson. So, I don't think he's ever been, actually accused or brought into court for anything like that. We'll discuss how Murk got a babe like that. My words, baby.
Literally, actually.
My words. Speak from your heart. Write until your hands are sore. Go out there and have that Hamiltonian drive where you don't deserve it. How about that? Well, 17 is legal in like 42 states, so younger than that. Jameson, yeah. I would say, what was Willow Smith's age when he made that inappropriate comment?
Oh, she was like 11 or 12.
And he's made, things that imply he's experimented with bestiality. He's said things that imply he's looked up CP, if you know what I'm saying, as young as with infants.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's like speculative, and he's never been charged for anything. I don't think he's a registered offender or anything like that.
Or maybe she was 14. I know she was specifically younger than like 15.
Yeah, Willow was a minor.
At the time that he made those comments, like whatever video he was watching, she was under 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's made like some his style of humor was, like he'll act like he's jacking it to like a poster of JoJo Siwas.
Yeah.
When she was like 12 or whatever. Like he him and his audience thought that was funny for a long time. Again, I wasn't really I didn't see that in the moment. I saw that after the fact, after it was deleted off of his channel. So again, like my assumption was he apologized for that behavior. Maybe he grew, maybe he learned. Mm-hmm. And then, you kind of start peeling back the onion with the last run of series he had with that Jake Paul one in particular, where it's like he is trying to make someone seem like a fucking psychopath. Mm-hmm. They're accusing him of like sociopathy and like narcissistic personality disorder and all kinds of shit. Like they're just basically diagnosing the piss out of Jake Paul with no fucking anybody with an actual fucking degree there. And maybe she does, but everyone knows she's a fucking hack that's fucking, been nuts. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Claire. So that's why I kind of want to know, because again, guys, we do this on YouTube, and this is the platform. And again, on this platform, yesterday when I saw Shane Dawson's new video, it was up to 3 million views. So, I didn't check the like or dislike ratio, but I assumed it was something. Yeah. We're hitting 15 minutes in. It looks like we got kind of our regular Murkies for our swing shift, and I think it's safe to let you guys know. I'm going to clean the bong on stream today.
Yep, that's the plan today.
I'm going to clean the bong today. You don't see it at the desk right now because I'm going to clean it.
Oh, 4 million views, 318,000 likes, 53,000 dislikes.
Wow. So again, his like to dislike ratio is solid too.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the majority of people who are still tuning into Shane Dawson, which is 4 million people.
He has 20 million subscribers.
Jesus Christ. Is nailing it. But our little pocket of audience, I just want to know, like, I want your feelings off of him. We spent the first chunk of the day talking about dog, and I got to really feel everyone's kind of opinion on that. And I really like feeling the ground on opinions. And like, you guys are a really good audience that are really open with stuff like that. And again, I told you I might be in the wrong here. I kind of think maybe he deserves another chance because he hasn't been accused of it. He hasn't actually had any charges pressed against him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. But he hasn't. I mean, he's deleted the videos. As a content creator, I've seen him do everything you really can do to try to fix your past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's the hard part, is the methodology's there. Do you guys think his heart is there? Is he a different person than he was?
And see, this may be a similar conversation from this morning, too.
Yeah.
It's like, do we really accept his apologies?
Yeah. Yeah, do we actually? Yeah. Huh. This is a guy who's put out probably just as many apology videos as what, like, Trisha Paytas or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he probably is a YouTuber, so I'm sure he's issued a bunch of them. And maybe so. Maybe that's the fucking case that nobody really thinks it's genuine. Is it Pokimane that said she thinks it's not?
Yes, Pokimane did say that she believes that this return is disingenuine. Specifically what the article we read earlier said.
Well, I believe that. I believe that she, and maybe does she know him? I wonder if she's met him.
I can imagine she has.
Yeah.
She's at least met him.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem like they hang out in the same circles, but...
Stan Odie says, I don't know if he's a creep or not, but if my daughter was old enough to surf YouTube, his videos would be a no-no. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. No, yeah. That's definitely not going on my kid's shit. I don't want you to know that face or think it's friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, get away from people like that. I don't know what he's up to now, but get away from people like that. Yeah. Let's hit the like button. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Batman. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind. And again, I'm able to clean the bong today. We had some people show up and buy some merch, support the channel. We can do cool things that you guys request now. We can kind of keep the show going. One apology for sure. Second, maybe. Third, apologies. Get the fuck out, says David. So yeah, you think if you're on that's kind of a fool me once, Yeah, I got you. I feel it. So, what you guys think? I wonder what the audience thinks about his ghost content. Because I think there's some shit out there that I know Murkies would like from the newer Shane. The conspiracy things. Like, he's making videos that specifically y'all request out of me. I feel like maybe part of him growing. I'm kind of being an optimist here. Maybe I'm playing the devil's advocate. Don't worry about it.
But I also kind of feel like this community, they're wanting those videos out of you, but I don't think they're wanting Shane Dawson's version.
Well, not Shane Dawson's version, but Shane Dawson's crowd would want that. And maybe part of him healing or growing or changing was actually listening to the people that stuck around and saying, hey, am I a shit heel? And they all probably said, yeah, apologize. He probably apologized. And then, all right, what do you guys want to see me do? I'm sure there was, on my channel, I get to see what a lot of you guys are also interested in on your YouTube algorithm. That's another insight YouTube creators get that I don't know if other people are aware of. We get to see kind of like what you guys are into. Yeah. Has this guy been on an apology tour? Yeah. I mean, he basically has been, right? I think the only thing he hasn't apologized for was that really shitty, offensive movie he made. Uncool or whatever. He made a movie that was pretty bad, but I mean, he knows it's bad. I don't even think he does Q&As after the fact anymore. But hey, has there been any information on the Lauren Cho situation? Or are we still on the same thing we were on?
I think it's the same thing that they said earlier. Yeah, updated at 12:15, but what did they update? Kind of wish it would show you what they updated.
Yeah.
It could be weeks before an identity and cause of death are revealed. Yeah. Still unidentified human remains.
Okay, gotcha. But I think since the press is cued into it, I think it might be Lauren Cho, unfortunately, which means there's probably a serial killer in that area. Which has been a problem in that area, you know. That gets no fucking press. That's Yucca Valley. For some reason, women keep going missing there. I don't see how you can't find someone snatching women up in the fucking middle of nowhere like that.
Well, I'm reading here that she was reported missing 3 hours after she disappeared.
Yeah.
Like, her ex-boyfriend reported her missing 3 hours after she disappeared.
Fucking media.
And nobody knows where she went.
Oh.
3 hours?
Yeah. That is kind of a weird one.
Fucking Gabby's been gone for 10 days.
Yeah. Oh, what up, Justin? What's up, Ira? Let me get this, I didn't have my, Discord popped open here.
You're good, dude. I'm just listening, man.
Checking
you guys out. How are y'all doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. Fucking
Really good.
Jaw dropped by goddamn Shane Dawson's fucking
the video.
just the views. Like the amount of views, like 3 million in a couple of days for a dude that, again, if you were to ask the world like 2 weeks ago, they'd say should not come back. I'm just yeah.
That's why everybody's watching it, bro.
Still hella confused, yeah. I wonder what the top views will be by that third video. But, let's see. YouTube is like the new Hollywood. Grew up in the YouTube era of Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and Vitali. I don't know who that is. And they all seem like terrible people these days. Yeah.
Jeffree Star has a history.
Expound upon it. Tell me, you guys, here, I gotta grab some tea. Talk about Jeffree Star.
I've been pretty familiar with Jeffree Star for a long time.
Yeah.
I was one of those children who unfortunately listened to Blood on the Dance Floor as a child.
Yeah. Okay.
And
We'll see.
that little duo is not great by any means. For CP and some other triggering things that they are known for, specifically the lead singer. But yeah, Jeffree was a pretty big shitheel around then. It was, there's been a lot of racist remarks that came out of him that have been resurfaced that everybody's touched on. There's a lot of his actions that occurred back then that are just very, very, very sensitive topics.
It's just, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's just to me,
I know he looks like Roger from American Dad nowadays.
Yeah. To me, that particular group will always be a little bit sketch, a little bit out there for me. Yeah. It still really surprises me how popular Jeffree Star got. But that has a lot to do with the fact that I see the group that he hung out with. And it's just interesting that he went into makeup and chose something that would pop off like that. Yeah. Because nobody else seemed to do that.
Nobody stayed relevant out of that scene. Just Jeffree Star, because they found makeup and popped off with it. I hear sometimes that makeup's actually poor fucking quality.
Oh, it is.
Really?
It is.
He's charging out the nose for some poor quality fucking makeup.
Yeah.
Okay. Life After Life Paranormal. Love your show. I have relatives in Russellville, Arkansas. What up, Life After Life? Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you. Hey, we're going to try to get a tarot card reading or something on Shane Dawson here in a bit. Let's go do some paranormal shit on Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
We can't feel Shane Dawson feels like he is haunted by a ghost. We found out in the most recent video. I watched the most recent video again. Yeah. I can't get these levels right. A fan. Again, like a fan of the newer stuff. Like, it's all stuff we all say we're interested in. Conspiracies, ghosts, fucking cryptids. He's talking about a little bit of everything. sometimes bullshit conspiracies that he's pulled out of fucking nowhere. I don't know where he got some of the stuff he's talked about on this conspiracy show. Because there's sometimes it's like a theory that one dude with 100 views on fucking YouTube made. It's like, how'd you even find that conspiracy theory? What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Davey Vanity is supposedly under investigation.
Yes, so that is the lead singer. That's Davey Vanity, the lead singer of Blood on the Dance Floor. He is currently under investigation for messing around with children.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
That's the other thing, is that like somebody he was associated with is... No. I absolutely think Davey probably was a little bit worse than Jeffree, but I'm still not a fan of Jeffree Star either.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm just one of those people. I let it go.
Yeah.
I don't speak ill of him. I don't speak of hate necessarily. I just not me, not for me.
The values seem a little twisted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching from Melbourne, Australia. Loving the show, mate. Oh, thank you, Barney.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, throw that subscribe. We got an open Discord, by the way. If you guys ever want to come in and chat and be on the show, we love to organize the community through our Discord, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Any new viewers? Link in description. Yo, have we talked about Shane Dawson? Says Christy.
Oh, we're touching on him and some of his
Yeah, you're just in luck. We're kind of talking about his cohorts right now. We're kind
Yeah.
of talking about some Jeffree Star juice. You know, I've only seen Jeffree Star with like people that seemed of consenting age, but I don't know much about like any. I don't know. I haven't heard any allegations like that, but I'm not too deep into like the makeup world, obviously.
Yeah, but I don't think Jeffree was particularly in on all the kiddie stuff like Davi was. But he still hung out with that crowd. He's done a lot of hard R's in the past. I will tell you that. A lot of hard R's.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Why did that just become a thing in that fucking crowd? Like, how
I
did
don't
so
know.
many prolific sex offenders rise high up? Yeah. Yeah. Can you please wash your bong? I already subbed my bro. Yeah, dude, we're gonna do
That's
that.
actually going to happen today.
We're gonna do that. I've already got it soaking in a little bit of
Don't
alcohol.
believe him. Do not believe this man.
I'm doing
No,
it.
we actually, so the thing was that I bought groceries to be delivered last night, and I specifically ordered rubbing alcohol so that we could do this yesterday. The groceries never showed up, and now I'm finding out that like the store never answered the phone when when Walmart corporate called to find out what the hell was going on with my order. So we had, during our lunch break, we went over, and when we picked up lunch, we went to CVS and just picked up some rubbing alcohol so we could get this done.
Yeah.
Because it's been a plan
Yeah.
all weekend.
Yeah. I'm
like, no, we're doing it.
scheming it. Early days of YouTube is sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's also some people that ended up who were like really like they popped off in like that early kind of wave of YouTube, and they ended up dipping so shallow as to making like ElsaGate stuff, where it's like pseudo violent material. It's not appropriate for children, but they're tagging it for kids.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta watch it every day, bro.
Every day. Whew.
Not if it's cast iron.
That's why my piece. That's why my piece is latex and steel, bro.
There you go, dude.
Never have to wash it, bro.
Yeah.
Latex
Yeah.
and steel.
Yeah. To be fair, most criminology studies can confidently predict that the vast majority of society commits at least 3 sex offenses before the age of 35. Damn.
Ooh.
Damn. Hey, that's good advice, though, Barney. Damn.
Is that counting sodomy, bro?
Is it?
Because that's a different level of sexual offenses, I think.
Yeah. If it's
It's kind of a half question. I'm sure it doesn't. I don't want to make light.
Yeah,
This
Jameson.
talk is dark.
Well, what about consensual sodomy, where places that sodomy is
Dark.
is legal?
Someone turn the light on in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, this
Anybody have a
topic's
candle?
dark.
Yeah. It's a beaker like mine, lol. Oh, yeah. So you know exactly how long I've let this bitch go. Yeah. Yeah. My bong is bad. I guess it's about that time. I wanted to wait for at least the half hour so we could get the Murkies in here and get everybody nice and settled in. Let YouTube give time to get everybody rounded up. Stanody, while we have you in here, I'm still like trying not to cry at the videos you fucking made. The merch video.
Stanody is a champ.
The clips
so great.
idea you made it work, dude.
So great.
Like, again, at some point, I hope MURKradio is successful enough that Stanody is like the first legit ass employee.
Yeah.
You at least changing the water? Hell yeah, I'm changing the water.
Oh,
dude.
of course.
It will be successful. If you just keep consistency, man, it's gonna blow up quick.
Oh yeah, just keep on grinding.
Yep.
No, it mostly pertains to minors, says Jameson. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. God damn.
Ouch.
Society sucks, bro.
Dude, society is
That's
shitty.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's fucking, especially all the Hollywood fucks.
Yeah.
When all that came out, that was
Yeah. But hey, in the chat, I need a thumbs up or a thumbs down on Shane Dawson while I go get some while I go get ready to clean this bomb. Cause I just want to feel it out. I'm really enjoying feeling out the community. Like and I like being in aggregate of y'all's information. Like genuinely been enjoying that aspect of it. So like I want to know. I have a urine test today. Hope I pass. Pray for me. Oh no, Barney. Oh snap!
We're praying.
Too bad we can't get Barney some clean pee, y'all. Don't tell the government I said that. Don't worry about it. Oh man, but yeah, we praying for you, Barney. Hopefully, is it to get a job? Hopefully, it's a job situation. Hopefully, you're not on parole, dude. If you're fucking got a PO you're pissing for.
Right.
We got 2 thumbs down. All right, watch some thumbs down for me. I'm gonna go get old cast iron, fucking ready to kind of get the shake on. I'm gonna bring it in here and shake it. Just be with you guys for a bit. Matter exchanged high schools. Whoa, Jameson, hold on. He's breaking my fucking brain. Think about it. Where is the most sexually explicit matter exchanged? High schools. Jameson.
Oh.
Breaking us in, snapping us off some ice cold facts.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Man, okay. Yeah, I gotta clean the ball on that note.
Wow.
Whoa. I mean,
I'd like to see how this
there's so much crazy shit I did in high
how this
school.
ball
I
turns
fucking shot up steroids. Mama swole as a mistress or whatever they said when he
Mama swole as a mistress. That's right, that was one of the rumors.
I'm not over it, it's hilarious. But
He's pouring the salt in. Oh my god.
what?
I see the liquid.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I see the bottom is kind of a different color.
Yeah.
Night and day, dude. Night and day.
It's about to get hella gross. What?
Oh, I see it. I already see it. I think that's pretty. Oh, wow. Oh, dang. Yeah, this is getting cleaned. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at old cast iron, gang.
Oh my gosh. Look at the difference already at the top. Ah!
Look at there, guys. Look at all that. Look at all that.
Wow.
Look at all the blackness.
Oh.
It looks like
happened.
fucking shit in there. It looks like shit.
Wow.
Look at that. Yeah.
Literally looks like you made coffee.
Well,
Looks like
that looks like diarrhea.
Oh, hey, you guys want some dark brew? You guys want some French press? Coffee?
Most high schoolers graduate as uncaught violators of sex crimes laws. We typically excuse it because, after all, they're kids, but it is a violation of our federal laws. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that gets passed around, like, especially in high school. It's crazy.
Okay, the bottom wants to be...
On the table. What?
You talking about a torch or something?
No, a glass of clean pee on the table behind? No, that's mine. That's my pipe.
Always been a glass of clean pee. Oh, I wish I could hook you up with some clean pee. There's some clean pee right here, I guess, in this fucking bong. Good lord.
Shit, you ain't passing anything with that.
I should have taken a before picture so I could post it on the Discord.
There's plenty of stream footage of it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
They're good.
Shit.
There's
Look at
plenty
that.
of footage of it.
And look at that. This needs to be clipped.
It finally happened.
Bong water looking like a dark web potion.
You guys, I got the best Jenkum possible. I got a recipe, I can tell you. Okay. Well, I think you're good to... I got a little bit of alcohol on myself.
I hope that YouTube clips that for your thumbnail.
I know.
Just
That's
you shaking
hilarious.
You guys ready for this?
This is about to look like night and day different.
There's still gonna be a fucking line.
Yeah, there's like a little bit that's gonna be
Of-
stuck on the bottom, it looks like.
Of yuckness. but
Yeah.
It'll come out.
And just make sure you get all that salt out of there.
Oh, well, yeah. We only smoke them with salt water? You
That's salt alcohol.
you don't salt your
That's how
bong
we're
water?
professionals do, dude. You smoke with salt water. Usually you get it straight from the ocean.
Don't you guys salt your bong water? Like once it gets to a boil? I do.
Yeah, definitely, dude. If you're not boiling your bong water,
All right.
you're doing it wrong.
Let's see the end result.
Oh
Let's see
boy.
what we got.
Oh, I can smell the alcohol now. Ooh. Ooh, we need more incense.
We gotta do a stream where we're all just fucking lit, having like deep talks.
Yes, that needs to be like a big late night thing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Alright.
Say bye to all that flavor, Stanny Boy says. Oh. When did you last clean that? To be quite honest with you, it's been quite a while. I don't think he's cleaned it since we started streaming like a month ago. I think it's been, at least a... When was the last time you cleaned that?
I never have.
He never has. So he's been here. You've been here, what?
2 months?
Yeah, like 2 months. So it's been 2 months. He bought that and has not cleaned it.
It's still pretty
Yeah.
gnar at the bottom. But it's better than it was.
It does look a lot better.
And
Just... Ooh. Just...
yeah, it's gnarly. It's sanitized now.
Did you rinse that out enough? I'm assuming you did, because you know how to do this. I'm not micromanaging or anything. I'm not worried about you blowing up your lungs.
Did you just manage me, backtrack on managing me, and then say fuck it, no, I'm managing you?
I tried to let it go, okay?
Sometimes for what I feel after.
Ever got your cat stoned?
Say what?
Ever got your cat stoned?
With catnip, absolutely.
Right.
I'm
Absolutely,
talking about
she
actual weed.
Oh no, I haven't, I don't think.
What?
She doesn't really like when I like blow smoke either.
Oh no, she doesn't like
I'll-
to smoke.
No.
I'll send you a video on Twitter. I got Sadie stoned, and she was just sitting on the couch in complete bliss.
It's something you've developed with my cat?
Well, like it. Lux's cat night.
You could have put on the headphones to tell the story.
Yeah, Lux's cat and I spend a lot of time kind of sitting around. Sometimes in the morning, when I'm getting around after Lux has made it to the bus, I like to catch a little puff, do a little morning meditation and affirmation. You guys know what I'm feeling. Get my day started positive. Get those energies right.
Mhm.
You know, fix my
Oh
posture.
yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes while I'm doing that, Lux's cat likes to hang out, and sometimes now likes to catch a little buzz.
Yep.
Yep. Only in the morning. Only sometimes. It's not all the time. Sometimes I think maybe her hip's bugging her, and she's kind of realized, like, oh, if I hang out with this dude in this cloud for the morning, that sunbeam will hit different.
Yeah, Yeah, just never give your cat Coke. They'll stay up all night digging and stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened to a roommate of mine's cat. A roommate of mine used to have a cat named Jesco. Named after Jesco White, the tap dancing outlaw.
Yeah, right.
And the thing about Jesco is he's actually mauled people to hospitalization. Like,
God.
he was an actual vicious feral ass cat. Like he was a Bengal, but he was dwarfed. He's all tiny and crazy. And it was like I thought the first time I was in that apartment when I moved in, she was out of town and she was like, "Will you just hop in and see if the person I've been paying to take care of the cats has been taking care of the cats?" I walk into the apartment, sure enough, no one had been there to do anything. The food bowls were empty, and it seemed like somebody was just throwing a tiny Bengal cat at me. Like, that's how crazy this cat was being. Like, I thought someone was throwing it.
Aww.
Like...
Bye, Christy.
But there was maybe more than one of them.
Jesus.
Use salt with the alcohol, it scrubs the inside. That's actually what I did, lady. Thank you. Damn straight. It still didn't get the bottom completely clean, but... I'm pretty fucking gross. How bumpin' is our background jam? So I need to turn those down a bit. I just realized it might be bumping like a motherfucker. Okay.
Oh, it's popped out in
it sounds
another
good
window.
over here.
That's what it says. The app is currently popped out in another window. So, there it is.
Oh. Since the fuck when does it do that?
I think you dragged it out by accident when you tried to switch to it.
Well, that's fucking cool.
That is neat to discover, you know?
Yeah. Hella cool. Oh. We used to get strep throat from using old bong water. We started cleaning it after that. Yeah. Yeah, my friends and I all passed around some various different respiratory things when we were teenagers, for sure. One time we just all kind of coordinated, like, getting a fucking respiratory infection. Like, and kind of had one big shit show after we all had it at the end at my friend John's house. Yeah. Like, alright, can everybody take bong hits again? Let's meet up! But... Alright, let's see how the clean bong hits. I haven't hit it this clean since I got it.
Yep.
So.
Whew. I'm just gonna hop on over to mine.
Excited. Yeah, if you guys got them, smoke them. It's that time. It's that time. What up, Debbie? Welcome back. Hey, we got to figure out how to Neverwinter together. I think I'm going to try to get it on Lux's X-Bone.
Yeah.
Because I like that we got a few different people that played Neverwinter, and we got some D&D nerds, like, you know. Hey, damn straight, Shrek. Ugh. And white passing, baby. A lot of me's Middle Eastern. Let's see here. And shout out any indigenous peoples. Again, if we got anybody new hopping into chat and you have a tribe, let us know your tribe. What's your indigenous tribe? What's your culture like? What's your heritage like? What's your favorite thing about being from that tribe? I want to know. I want to celebrate it. All right. It's time, lady. Shit.
Time for what? I'm still working on it.
Oh, no. I just mean I'm actually taking the first hit, finally.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I kind of waited through lunch.
I'm here for you if you're...
Let that bitch soak. Oh, I should be. Oh, yeah. She'll cover dead air if I just start dying.
What tribe would I be in? I'm sitting here, like, thinking really deeply about that. No, I've never thought about that. I like to eat buffalo wings and talk shit about frogs.
Yeah.
What tribe would that put, man?
I think we're probably looking toward Louisiana, right? With the eating frog gigging, or actually eating frog. Shit, the Norse, man. You got any Norse ancestry? That might be where that's from. That'll do it. That northern blood.
Okay, sorry, I don't know if y'all said anything. If I cut in and out, it's because I have phone calls coming in.
Oh, word.
I gotta answer those real quick.
Hey, no worries, my man.
But yeah, so Louisiana.
Louisiana, or you're a straight Viking, you know?
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm half German, half Irish.
Oh.
Or no, half German, half Scottish.
Oh, then I almost guarantee you probably got some Viking up in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like to piss in. And Polish. I like to piss in the wind to take a shower.
Oh yeah. 1 second, I'll be right back then. Oh yeah. Hey, I'll do that.
Where's my Sadie kitty at? I need to put her on camera.
The scene in History Channel's Vikings where Ragnar just straight pisses in the corner of a tent. Like,
right.
Does your bong taste less seasoned now? It does. It doesn't have that cast iron rich full flavor anymore. And you know, but I think we have settled that like which is better. Cleaning your bong or letting it fucking rot. I think cleaning it might be a better option. Aaron Yeager says fucking Umbra. Umbra has entered the chat. But yeah, hopefully we get Unicorn in and kind of settled in the into some Shane Dawson content. You can maybe feel out his energy. I'm interested to see what a tarot card read would be on Shane Dawson. You know what I'm saying? He's had a number of YouTube psychics and mediums, and another reason I've been kind of interested in his content and the way our content and our community goes is just the similarities. Like, you know, I try to see commonalities and things, you know? Mm-hmm. Baka! Fuck yeah, Chandra. I'll put cards for him. I'll pull cards for him. Word. I think we got Unicorn says she's gonna pop in here, but I wanted to get a little more familiar. Chandra, we can do more than one. We can do a whole psychic roundtable. Are you in the Discord on your computer by chance? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can pull Chandra in here. But Chandra, if you pop into Unicorn's in the lounge. Pop her up here. Boom. Okay, good. But yeah, we can get as many ready for the tarot cards reading. Yes, Unicorn, we sure are. We got you here in the chat. We just popped you up here. Yes. And Lux, if you don't mind, I'm gonna chief this fucking freshly cleaned bong a little bit while we do some tarot stuff.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna let y'all witches kind of handle this shit. Like, you know, that's the prompt though, is Shane Dawson. What are we feeling from his energies?
Oh, I think you need to unmute her.
Oh my! Oh goodness, I don't know why I had you muted.
Can you hear us?
So hopefully we're back.
Yeah.
And feel free to pop on cam if you want to, Unicorn. We got you on screen.
Oh, Chandra's Az.
Chandra is Az?
Yeah.
Oh. We'll pop in here Az. I don't know why I have Chandra as two different people in my head. Sorry. If it helped, I loved both of you when you were two people. But yeah, I gots to fucking know what's going on with that dude's energy mystically. I want the MURKradio. I don't know. What do you guys like to call yourselves? Mystics, witches?
Why are you looking at me?
Because
I've never
you're the
typed
queen.
into the chat.
Well, no, but you're witchy, I'm sure.
Oh, well, are we coming up with a nickname?
I don't know. Whatever they like to be called. The Murkies that are.
Oh, like the viewers and stuff.
Well, no. We've got the Murkies figured out. We got to talk about specifically the ones that are witches. And I got to make sure I'm not using a derogatory term for witches. I'm a Kabbalist. I don't know. I'm a mystic.
Spirituality.
But that's not a term. That's not a name for somebody. That's a name for a way of being.
Find a spiritualist.
A spiritualist? The murky spiritualists?
I don't know.
But there's so many different labels that are out there. Like for me, I'm an empathic psychic, and I'm more spiritual than anything. Sure, I mess with crystals and, do like positive energy spells to bring in any type of like money or like happiness, health, that sort of stuff. But I wouldn't consider it like any type of witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's cool. I just like to like eat and fart and shit.
Yeah.
We're here talking about crystals and healing. Damn,
That's
dude.
it. Well, see, that's kind of what I mean. We need what do we refer to our, the coven?
Oh,
You guys have formed a coven now. Like, what do we call the murky coven? It's not witches, but y'all do magic and gather together. Seems an awful lot like a witch coven, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want to know what specifically the coven thinks, like especially with the Shane Dawson stuff, because he's somebody who has specifically put his energy out there to be read by the YouTube spiritual community. Yeah, spiritualists.
Well, if y'all are ready.
Oh, I'm sure.
My deck shuffled.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
So go ahead.
Oh no! I was just gonna say, give us a rundown of what you're doing as you pull. But you're gonna do that. I don't know why I felt the need to interject with that. You just do you. I'm here. I'm watching. I'm just interested.
Okay, so I want either you or Lux to write down on a piece of paper what your question is about him, and don't tell anybody or show anybody what it is, because I want you to see how this works, that the universe is actually going to give me the answer. So write down on a piece of paper whatever your question is that you want to know about him.
I think that's
Let me know
what
when
you
you've
think.
done that.
More for me. Okay,
Yeah,
hold
like
on.
mute it and just tell me what it is.
What? No, you're not supposed to tell anybody. Hold on.
Well,
You have
we're
to
not
write
supposed
it
tell
down.
the chat. We have to write it down.
Yeah, you got to write it down on a piece of paper. It's only for you guys. Now, when I'm done with the reading, then you can share with everybody.
Okay. Well, what if you type it in on the notes or no? It's
Yeah,
better to do
type
this
it in
way.
on a note, a word, or something.
Yeah, but manually take it from Kether to Malchut. So you have to manifest that thought. Sigil magic, y'all. I'm pretty well versed in most magic.
And let me know when you're ready.
Wait, are we doing a tarot reading?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, on Shane Dawson, baby.
Oh, dude. All right. That's about to get... Can we, like, talk to the dead with the Ouija board and stuff, too?
I'm sure we can figure something like
That's
that
what
out.
that's dark.
Dude, I want to talk to my cat.
That's dark magic. You don't want to mess with that. It comes back on you 3 times fold.
So if I talk to my cat through the Ouija board, does it mean that my cat's dark?
You're opening up a portal to the other side that you don't know what's going to come through.
Yeah.
Dude, if it's my cat, that's fucking sick.
All right. The question has been put on paper.
Okay. I'm going to stack. I'm going to cut the deck 3 times. And you've got a left deck, middle deck, and right deck. How do you want me to stack it back up? Middle to right, left? How do you want it?
Wait. Say like left to right? Is that an option?
Yep, you can do left to right, and then you can do middle to right, however you want to stack it back up.
Let's do left to right. That stuck out to me the quickest.
Okay, and then middle to right or right to middle?
Middle to right.
Okay, between 1 and 5, how many cards am I pulling?
4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to write down what these cards are, so get ready to be writing. Your first card is the Knight of Cups.
The Knight of Cups. And it looks like we've got that written down.
Mm-hmm.
Your second one is the Nine of Wands, W-A-N-D-S.
Of Wands.
Mine or mind?
9.
Oh,
Wands.
9.
Nine. Yeah.
9.
9.
Yeah.
Got it.
Your third card is the Six of Wands.
Is this like a Mexican card deck?
No.
Oh, because it kept saying Juan over and over.
And then your fourth and final card is the Page of Swords.
The Page of Swords.
Yes. And I'm going to briefly read the description of the cards. That way you guys know what the energy of the card is. So with the Knight of Cups, you have a choice of me either reading the personality, the stage of development, the approach, or the astrology.
Ooh, give me the stage of development.
All right, stage of development. The Knight of Cups represents stage when one's focus on emotional matters. Let's see here. Care must be taken that this focus does not turn into obsession.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to go to the Nine of Wands.
He's already looking at me.
Okay, so the Nine of Wands says a great struggle's near its conclusion. Stay alert for unforeseen weaknesses, defensiveness.
What?
Oh God!
It's in the chords. Oh shit!
He's like,
oh, I'm losing it. I can't wait to wrap.
Okay. The third one, your Five of Wands. It says,
oh, Five of Wands.
Struggle.
I thought it was the Six of Wands.
Oh, you're right. Correct. Six of Wands. It says victory. Six of Wands just simply says victory. And then the final one is the Page of Swords.
So is this like predicting the future?
It's predicting a question. It's like it's touching on a question I've written down in a very relevant way.
Emperor's like, Mark's face.
Oh, it's like,
he keeps looking at me.
Oh, it's explaining. Like it's explaining.
I explain the cards so that way my own energy doesn't get put into the reading, so that way you can see that this answer is coming directly from the universe or from spirit.
Yeah.
So that you can use tarot cards to kind of like help you make decisions in life.
Yes.
Basically.
No, I don't use them. Well, I don't use them for that. I do it to help others get clarification.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've always wanted to open up a Mexican food restaurant here in town. Is there a way to figure out, like, with the tarot cards, which place I should open up?
Well, first you should.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe have we'll see if we can't get a deck gifted to you, or if one calls out to you and get you a book or something. Because you'll want to like go into it yourself. But there's some very positive self-manifesting things within the realm of tarot, in my opinion, that a lot of people probably would tell you not to engage in. But I've had some pretty serious benefit in my own self-confidence sometimes when it comes to like the route I've chosen and being and having something affirm that for me. Sometimes it can be really powerful for that if you're by yourself. But anyway,
we got one more card.
Yeah, Page of Swords. I got to know.
Yeah, so you have either the choice of personality, stage of development, or approach. Which one would you like?
Ooh, let's do stage of development again.
All right, stage of development. The page represents a stage or a phase of an idea or of strategy that is in its infancy. The basic outlines are these, but will require much fleshing out and development before it can be put to use.
Ooh, that's literally the channel.
Oh shit! Oh well, it's not about us. It's about Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
All right, now do you want to share what the question was for everybody?
Yes, I do. The question was, should Shane Dawson have come back?
And with what I read, what do you interpret the answer to be?
Okay, so for the first stage of development, right, and a focus on emotional matters, care must be taken, and you got to be careful not to turn it into obsession. This is touching on Shane's jumping back into the game. You know, it very easily this situation, like content creation, can become an obsession. You get obsessed with every aspect of it. You get obsessed with the lifestyle, and I think maybe part of his vice, part of him being a shitheel, was becoming obsessed with that lifestyle. And I think, he's moved to Colorado. I think it seems like he's genuinely taking care to do that specific thing that came off that card. Like straight up. And then moving on, we have, what was the next one? 9 of Wands. A great struggle is near its conclusion. That's Shane Dawson's situation, baby. Should Shane Dawson to come back, and then it's at the end of a conflict. That's exactly what's going on. Shane Dawson is trying to move on and squash what's happened. You know what I mean? The canceling of Shane Dawson, trying to move past that, and then then you have victory. Yeah, which again, that video hitting 4 million. It's going to be 5 million tomorrow. It's going to keep climbing until it's at 20 million. I'm sure that's victory. Shane Dawson has been welcomed back with open arms. You know what I mean? And in the page of storage stage of development, I chose idea or strategy that it's in its infancy. Much like this channel is in its infancy, Shane Dawson's new branch of his career, Shane Dawson 4 or whatever it's being called, is in its infancy. Shane's talking about wanting to do horror movies. And that seems like an idea that's in its infancy. Like, should Shane have come back? And it seems like this is kind of all saying things that, Shane would have to watch out for and be careful for. And then it's like, just genuinely talking about how far along Shane actually is. You know what I mean? Like, should Shane Dawson have come back? Well, it's in its fucking infancy, but I think Shane will win the situation and come back, and we'll probably see a Shane Dawson produced, directed, and written horror movie here soon. Like, sooner rather than later, I bet. Like, that was genuinely fascinating to me, Unicorn. And again, real quick shout out to all the Murkies. If you want your tarot read, Unicorn's open all the time in the Discord. I'm gonna plug Unicorn. She's out there.
I call that background.
Yeah. There's a lot, like, I think that kind of syncs up with that. You know what I mean? And I hope maybe somebody can clip this shit and give it to Shane Dawson and let Shane know that, hey, we did a tarot card read for you, bud. Should you have come back? And I just straight asked that to a tarot card, to the cards via Unicorn. And that's what the universe says, baby. That you got to struggle. You need to be careful not to become obsessed with your situation, which... that actually kind of rounds it. The cards kind of gave me a whole point I wanted to bring up, which is, what if Shane Dawson's behavior is because of the environment Shane Dawson was in? Shane Dawson grew up in LA with a bunch of privileged, entitled white kids, and he made a bunch of privileged, entitled white content when he was a kid. He apologized for it. He's moved on. He's discovered himself sexually, it seems like. So you're seeing even less like weird, sexually deviant discussions coming out of Shane.
Right. Like,
Shane has kind of firmly fallen into who Shane is. And it's what it needs to fucking be. You know what I mean? I think that Shane's won a battle, and I don't know. I'm here for it. I'd love to talk to Shane Dawson someday and get Shane's opinion on... that tarot card reading in particular. Is it accurate? Does it speak something else to Shane that it doesn't to us? You know what I mean? Because there's a question about Shane. But, man. Clean bong time, guys. Ooh, guys. We got ass burning some. We got burning some sage. What we got going on? Might make it ass bigger. What we got? What we burning over here?
I'm just prepping here.
Hell yeah.
Can you hear me all right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I lit a little bit of sage and cleansed my space, and
that brings back a lot of memories. My mom, she's pagan, and she does all that, like crystals and sage and healing, and she would go ghost hunting, a lot of stuff. And she used to burn that stuff all the time when I was a kid after I would pass gas in the living room.
Oh man.
I'm just prepping the stage a little bit here. I'm gonna pull some cards.
Okay. Is there a way that we need to maybe pull these cards? Do we have to? I'm gonna let you take a turn this time, Lux. Lux gets to make the decisions with the next card pull.
Oh boy.
If there are decisions to be made, but
I've got to take it off push to talk so I can use my hands. How do I do that? How do I do that here?
Go to your voice settings.
The little gear at the bottom, right?
There's like a gear I'm trying to remember on the
Oh,
phone.
yeah. So, you click on the gear by your name.
Or honestly, if you go at the very bottom and you click... Oh, you got it? Perfect.
I got it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So this is a little mix of some sage and cedar. This is, obviously harvested by natives. So there's a lot of WASP activity right now about white people using sage and natives getting very upset about that.
Actually,
what?
No, so it's not just about sage. I think it's about a specific kind of white sage.
Yeah, well, that's what.
The Native Americans are mad that. Wait, hold on. What?
No, so it's a hot topic when it comes to paganism and doing smudging in general. There's a specific kind of white sage that many are saying that it's strictly only for Native American usage and indigenous usage. There's other kinds of sage that you can use to burn to cleanse spaces, but people when they talk about that whole thing with the issue of sage, usually it's directed at a specific kind of white sage. I didn't mean to interrupt anybody. That was just something that I've seen a lot of debate on online.
Oh no, hell yeah! That's. I think my mom gifted me a bundle of white sage for the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So how do they know that?
Okay, so first I'm going to show you what I'm working with here, just so you can kind of get a feel for my setup.
Right on.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
It's a little empty right now because I moved into a new office, so this is kind of my secret stash that I'm keeping here.
Word.
Okay, here we go. So you guys can ask a question. You can feel free to ask it out loud. I don't really follow any structure. I'm a intuitive reader. I've been doing this for, 17 years.
Okay.
So, I'm old.
And we'll just do a broad channeling of Shane Dawson's energy betwixt the two of us. How about that? Just get Shane Dawson on the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what it would be like to be in the room with Shane Dawson Lux, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm good to go.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask that my guides join me in this space right now, and that Shane Dawson's guides also join me in this space so that I can work through them and they can work through me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. The deck that I'm using today is a Llewellyn deck. It's very, very old and falling apart.
Is that Welsh?
Llewellyn, they're kind of they're a publisher, but they do more than publishing. They put out a lot of tarot cards, a lot of books. If you ever find witchcraft books and stuff, there's a lot of Llewellyn products.
Oh yeah, Llewellyn has so many.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Welsh prince.
All right, here we go. So, Shane Dawson. And the first thing I'm getting is that my cards are having a very difficult time shuffling. Typically, when I do that, it means that there's a lot of frustration and friction in the other person's life.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Shane's having to deal with it. Go through a gauntlet, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to give you a little visual of the cards. Here, I don't know how to put my camera around. Can I even do that? I don't think so.
Oh, on Discord, yeah, you can.
How?
There should be in the top right corner, I think, a little camera button, but it looks like you can flip it, maybe?
Hey, there you go. Okay.
Perfect.
So I'll go slow here. This is called a crowning card. So this is kind of the overlying theme of everything going on. And I'm going to break these down. I just want to show you what I've got so far. So
beautiful cards. Beautiful art.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. I actually really like them. I've had them for a long time and they vibe. If you ever want to have a crazy reading, I'll use my arcane bullshit deck. That's so much fun. It's like tarot cards against humanity.
That's awesome. We gotta do that sometime. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh.
So starting in the past position, we have the Eight of Swords rooted down. It's in reverse, and it's rooted down by the Five of Cups. So obviously we have somebody who is trying to recover from a major loss, whether it be financial or something like this. But I feel like at some point, everything was kind of taken away from a person, and he's been slowly trying to recover from this mental prison. I do feel like outside circumstances has affected his life and his choices. And in the back, kind of what the motivating factor for all of this stuff that he's been doing is trying to get himself out of a particular circumstance. Moving on into the middle place, we have the Ten of Wands rooted down by the Seven of Pentacles. And typically when I'm doing readings, I don't actually tell you what the cards are, but because there's other readers here, I'm doing it for them.
Yeah. So which cards are these again?
These are the Llewellyn Tarot. That's like a Celtic. Let's see if I have...
Ten of Swords, right? Rooted down by what?
No. Ten of Wands.
Ten of Wands. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, rooted down by the Seven of Pentacles. So he's persistent. He believes that his efforts and everything that he's been going through, that he's been carrying and harboring. Now, when I read reverse card meanings, I do not read them as the negative meanings. I've been doing this so long that what I've come to understand about reverse card meanings is that when they are in reverse, it's an internal process. When I read cards that are right side up, it's usually things that are kind of going around us, outside of us. And when I read them in reverse, it's about kind of what's going on inside of the person. So obviously he's been feeling like he's been shouldering a lot of burden here, and that he's been kind of climbing up this hill, and he's persistent because he hopes that this life, that this work, that the things that he's doing is going to pay off somehow. Now, as we're moving forward in time, we're looking at the Fool rooted down by the Sun. So having two major arcana cards pulled like that really interests me, because it's typically a big burst of energy or a big burst of something happening in the life, some outside resources coming in to guide him. So it could be that he's either had a spiritual awakening. It could be that he has encountered just enough trauma to trigger a healing process, or that he is... and I'll tell you why I'm getting this, because of the crowning card here. But essentially what's coming down to it is that when you have the Fool rooted down by the Sun, right? The Fool card is like, in my experience, you don't get it when you're being foolish. You get it when you are about to take the first step on a journey, when you're about to make new decisions, when you're about to reinvent yourself. And the Sun card, I call it the all eyes on me card. So it's either he's willing to fall and stumble and get back up on his own, right? And he's going to do it in the public eye. So we have watched him rise and fall, right? So he's doing it one more time, only this time it seems like there is some external motivation that is actually of a beneficial or positive nature. And I would lean more on the spiritual awakening, the rude life awakening, like a come to Jesus moment, whatever that may be. Now I'm going to pull a clarifying card on these last two cards, and he got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. So when I connect these two cards, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse on the Sun and the Fool card, to me, this feels like somebody who is it's a Hail Mary moment. This is a make or break situation. This is either I'm going to do this and I'm going to be successful, or I'm going to go down in flames, kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Or this is the end. This is it. Like, this is I've got to fucking make this work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the last chance.
Yeah.
So his crowning card, and I know my light's kind of shitty here. My crowning card here is the Empress in reverse. Now, the Empress typically comes across as somebody who's mature and responsible and wants to be good and has these family benefits and all this stuff. But when you're getting the Empress in reverse, what the motivation for me is I think he wants stability.
Okay.
I think he wants success. I think that his underlying motivating factors here is that he's had enough of being stuck. He's had enough of these first two cards, the Eight of Swords and the Five. He's had enough loss, enough grief, enough trauma, enough burden. And this is like his last go around.
Yeah. This is the last chance in this person's mind.
Mm-hmm.
In Shane's mind, this is the moment. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gotcha. This is the Eminem moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knees weak, arms spaghetti. Spaghetti on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. Yeah. I'm avoiding a copyright strike with that one.
Well, that's it for me, guys.
Hey, gotcha.
Thank
you so much.
Oh, awesome.
That was amazing.
If you and Unicorn have have another moment this afternoon, maybe we could round up to 2 hours with you two. We have from Claire Ranch in the chat asking if maybe we can do a read on where Brian Laundrie is. Or
Dude,
that would be interesting.
I've been wanting to do that so bad lately because so yesterday, after we talked a little bit about whether or not I thought Brian was alive, and I said I wasn't really sure because I didn't want to prod too deep. The reason is because I do public readings, and a lot of my stuff goes on record, and if I'm wrong, it would ruin me. So I'm very careful about what I say.
Yeah.
And when I connect to his energy, it does feel
dark.
A little bit, but but one of the things that I if you want to do a reading on Brian, I'm down. I will bust out the pendulum. I'll bust out. We'll get down. We'll get down.
Okay, hell yeah.
Murk, I wanted to show you something because you're a Kabbalist and you're working on something, and I wanted to show you my master mandala that I made.
Oh, please, yes. Beautiful. Holy shit, beautiful.
My lights. No, you can't see it any better.
Hey, yeah, but throw it in front of that light so we can see through it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys look at that. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, there's someone.
You need to post. I don't know if you've done it already, but you need to post a picture of that in the Discord.
Okay. Yeah, I like all the stuff you have going on in the background too.
I know. I was just saying, I love that crescent.
One more thing I want to show off. Hold on. But let's see. Here's my other. I look like shit right now. I'm trying to be like, Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
That's fucking sick.
Is that a scrying mirror?
Yeah, I put a scrying mirror in the center of the tetragrammaton so that when I'm using it flanked by the candles, all I have to do is work straight with the tetragrammaton.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's sick.
Man.
I hear you guys talking about all this stuff, and like I always want to chime in, but the rules that we have is I can say a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm not allowed.
Yep. Unicorn's good to go with that as well.
Yeah, you can't dangle pearls in front of swine necessarily, but I like that we have a board for some really good company on the Discord for sure. Like
Brian.
Yeah, there's and you guys will hear me frequently like reference things like the three initiates, stuff like that. Like I get well versed in a lot of mysticism and witchcraft, and a Kabbalist myself.
The lips of wisdom are sealed, except to the ears of understanding.
There you go. Right there. Exactly. I'm good to go with that as well, says Unicorn. Yeah, pop on back in here. Let's spend a little time talking about Brian Laundrie.
Yeah.
And maybe get some kind of methodology on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We're talking about right now?
Yeah, if you're down. Again, if anybody's busy, we can always come back and dedicate a whole ass fucking hour to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready right now.
I'm ready, but you got to give me a second to find a charger to plug my phone in so it doesn't die while we're talking.
Oh, absolutely. Take your time. Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Get over here.
Yeah, we'll grab
about to get
after I watch this person.
Yeah.
For a second. Who's that?
Yeah. What up? Cool. Just a reminder to all the Murkies while we kind of just take a quick break. It's a good time for our traditional Murky ad break. Tomorrow I'm going to try to rig the show where we get Stan Odie's beautiful fucking merch trailer.
Yeah.
Guys, we got t-shirts.
It's so great.
We got hoodies. We got limited edition everything. You got to check it out. It's all art made by you guys. Put on merch that feeds the station, baby. Keeps the lights on. And thanks to Garrett, today is really, that's the way he dropped in the super chat and look, that bong got cleaned, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, damn straight. I just picked my son up from school. I'm going to go to the grocery store and then I'll be back on to do it. Right on, Unicorn. I think we'll still be going. How you feeling, Lux? Sometimes
just have a marathon all day.
Yeah.
Streaming it out.
Well, I try to crack at least 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours straight.
8 hours, and that's, if I miss some in the day, I try to catch it up on a night thing. So typically we hit about 10 hours of streaming a day.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, because including the late night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going beautifully cool.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
And if you ever want to have a really long stream, I think I maxed out at 12 hours straight on Meet Me, talking about like dark, deep conspiracies, like the JFK assassination, 9/11, all sorts of stuff. That's some good stuff, man. You'll be talking all night with your viewers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's footage of me sleeping on Stickam. I'm sure there's footage of me somewhere sleeping and just passed out like that dude who said Drake was his top 5 rappers. Did you guys see that video?
Yeah, he's doing a stream to listen to new album from Drake, and he's like, I've got my top 5 artists, Drake, and Drake. They go somebody hard cuts to like maybe the middle of the album or whatever, and he's just passed out.
Passed out
asleep.
Like on camera in his chair, just snoozing. Checking out the back of those eyelids.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, yeah. Hey, for sure, Claire. Yeah, we're going to get into it. That was a really good suggestion. Again, no suggestion is off limits also, guys. Like, if it seems like I've become tyrannical in any sense, I promise it's not the case. Still open to all content ideas, baby. And see, you say it. Sometimes it'll happen. That's the power of
we gotta have
American.
a dance night. That's like, gotta have a Friday night dance night.
We really fucking should. That's not a bad idea.
That'd be fun.
Like we have.
That'd be fun. Like where people can just come up and like in the video in your Discord and have a dance off.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. That'd just be a fun thing to add to the show.
That would be fun.
That'd be cool.
I've been. We've been scheming up all kinds of content. Basically we have until 5 p.m. our time. At that time, guys, there's a new Let's Play series debuting tonight on Lux's YouTube channel, and guess who the co-host is? Your boy Murk. I'll be there. I'm gonna be playing Little Nightmares. Actually, I'm not playing. She's playing Little Nightmares, and I'm being scared, and then she's getting too scared, and then I'm being like, "Be brave." It's a great time. You guys really gotta check it out. I think we're 5 parts deep in the series. She's ready to go. It sounds like. Nice. All right. Lux, again, I'm going to uncomfortably put you in front of the magic.
Okay.
She's outwardly more witchy than I. And I don't care what she fucking says. Yeah. Bring back Allie.
It's the incense.
Oh, yeah. Where has Allie been? I've been trying to check on Allie. I hope she comes back. I miss Allie. Straight up.
I heard a dog bark. That's another thing. We should all have show our pets off on video too.
Sorry, I've got 3 dogs in the backyard.
Oh,
right.
Hey, you're good. You're in good company. Again, I guess that actually kind of segues into a quick plug. I won't lie. I've been using dogs specifically to plug our BARKBOX sponsorship because I got it for you guys. Like, not only did I get it just for the month of October because it comes with a double box. If it's your first time getting BARKBOX, you get a free puppy cam.
Really?
Yes.
Free puppy cam.
That's fucking sick. That art looks like it's from the Canterbury Tales Goes to Hell. Holy shit. Sick.
So what do you mean by puppy cam?
A puppy cam, like a little camera that you can set up and you can monitor through an app on your phone. So if you're at work and you want to,
awesome.
Yeah, if you're at work and you want to check on your puppies, man, boom, BARKBOX has you. They'll hook you up with one for free. That's how I feel most of the time. That card, by the way.
Yeah, haven't you always wanted to know what your puppy is doing while you're not home?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I know so many dedicated puppy parents that already have one and talk about that shit or share that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen a bunch of hilarious TikTok content that's mostly just people's puppy cams and their puppies doing crazy shit while they're gone. Like, dragging trash across the thing. But you can also rig it where you can just speaker into your fucking animal if you want. You've got the cam ready to go. Bam.
Oh.
Oh,
Everything's fine.
Oh,
that's how I feel after I do cocaine.
Yeah, yeah. And here's another quick little another quick little life hack too. While we're talking about this puppy cam. If some of y'all want to stream but don't have that webcam, guess what has a USB plug?
Ooh,
the puppy cam. Guess who just got a free webcam because your boy Murk? You did. BARKBOX. I'm telling you, come get on this stream with me, guys. I'm making it as easy as I possibly can. I'll give you some of my confidence. Try to hook you up with a free pup cam.
Dude, you can put leg into him.
Is that food for dogs? Maybe, but it tastes just fine in a pinch, okay?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. Just so you know. Oh, sorry. We got you.
Hey, do you want a puppy cam? I was talking to my cat.
Oh.
It's like,
she said no.
I'm gonna lick my leg in front of the puppy cam. Yeah. Look at it.
Oh wait.
I want
is that
I love that.
Cat wearing a turban?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh. Can we modify?
This is called Arcane Bullshit Deck. It's about $40. It's an indie deck, right? So they're small batch decks.
Oh.
Man, it is the most wild tarot deck. I mean, it's not really tarot. It's more or less, like Oracle, but it is just freaking wild. Big sexy Satan.
Oh
Big sexy Satan.
Satan.
Look at that. Hanging how,
dude?
Boy.
He was hanging low in that picture.
Boy.
Jeez, dude.
Had them low down hangers like Beth Chapman, boy. I feel like after today's Dog the Bounty Hunter thing, I can say things like that. Rest in peace, Beth Chapman. But also, we all know she has some low down sloppers.
Tiggle
She has some tiggle bitties, dude. And shout out her spine. That's the hero of the situation. That spine's a heavier bearing load than most trusses and skyscrapers. Holy shit.
Do you know anything about Crowley?
Know anything about what was that?
Crowley?
Oh, quite a bit about Crowley.
Have you seen his Azathoth deck?
Oh, she of the Azathoth deck.
This is some of the thickest artwork I have ever seen.
Oh my god.
No, yeah, this is the old OTO stuff is some of the best. I mean, this is, guys, that's
is that a kitty holding a goblet?
That's what it was, yeah.
So sick. I want that deck.
This is one of my favorite decks. It is just killer. The artwork is sick. The death card in here is crazy. I'm a Scorpio, and so death is kind of my sex and death is kind of my thing.
Yeah.
So anything that has like cool death iconography, or I'm all about it. So, what do you want to get into?
Real quick, I'm an ethereal Aquarius, if anyone's wondering. I'm as Aquarius as an Aquarius can get to. Like, I forget my full everything, but it's functionally Aquarius.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm a pretty artsy fellow. Yeah.
A little unstable.
Oh yeah. Little. There's hopefully a couple psychiatrists out there just like, a little. We got receipts. Yeah, no, I didn't rack up college debt. I racked that shit up with psychiatry and stuff like that. No, for sure. But yeah, anyway, I want to go Brian Laundrie with it for sure. I want to think about Brian Laundrie. Now, I don't want to speculate on if he's dead or where he's at. I want to just think broadly about Brian Laundrie and maybe pull some cards.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want you guys to do. Anybody listening, anybody watching, I want you to imagine that Brian Laundrie, just neutral, is standing directly in front of you, and you are able to feel him. So let's just say you have a bunch of little hairs sticking out of your body, like a sea anemone. And I want you to kind of send your hairs out to him and start poking around at this Brian standing in front of you. I know it sounds funny, but if collectively everybody is connecting to let's say the egregore of Brian right now, then it's going to be much easier for me to go ahead and connect to you and get these cards.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't laughing at the idea of this at all. Just when you said imagine Brian Laundrie standing in front of you, immediately my arm wanted to just go.
Oh, she went to beat me to him. Yeah. Hey, as a pacifist by nature, I want you guys to know, as calm as the queen seems, she's naturally violent. Naturally violent. Donate $100. Did you, Soul Overseer? What? Overseer. Oh, thank you, Soul. Goodness. Hey, keep the lights on. Damn. Damn. All right, but yeah.
Here we go. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths. You can do it at your own pace, and just sit here for a second, and everybody connect to Brian. And let's just imagine that Brian isn't living. We're gonna use this as a.
Better be living.
So I asked that my guides and Brian Laundrie's guides step into this space. Let me work through you. Let me hear what I need to hear, see what I need to see, and say what I need to say. Thank you. Brian Laundrie. Okay, initially what I'm getting is a deep cold feeling. It's real cold, especially on my right side.
God.
I feel like I was in the fetal position on my side. The ground is wet. Okay. So I think I laid there for a while. I was awake and I was crying. When I talk in first person, it's because I'm connecting to Brian, so I'm speaking as Brian. So I think I was laying there for a while, and I really kind of thought that somebody would stumble upon me and see how dramatic I was being, because I was crying very loudly.
Almost like crying out for your mother or something.
Mm-hmm.
God.
As if you're out in the woods, running from the law.
Paralyzed with this feeling of I can't get up, I can't move, all I can do is lay here and cry.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So I'm going to pull back from that for a second, and I just want to imagine that Brian is alive, standing in front of me here. And let's pull some cards. Okay, we got a couple of jumpers. I'm going to put those off to the side. We'll look at them last.
Oh, and if I may ask, what you just described, the laying in the fetal position crying, was that you connecting to his emotions?
Yes, I think that probably happened. I think it probably actually happened at some point, is that he flopped over onto his side and cried for a few hours, loudly and deeply, and didn't get up. And he half expected, like I felt like I was waiting for somebody to hear me. It felt very much like I was crying much louder than I you know. Okay, here's what we got. We got the Two of Swords rooted down by the Fool in the past position. So I do think that this was either a make or break moment of needing to make a decision and move very quickly with that decision. With the Fool, I do feel like he didn't really have all of the answers he needed. Now, here's a really interesting thing about these cards that I'm pulling. They are not overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah.
Which I expected that Brian's reading would be somewhat swordsy, very dark. Yeah. But I'll give you what I'm getting. In the middle position, we have the Ace of Wands rooted down by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So obviously this was a mistake, or when you come up with the Ace of Wands, we're thinking if it's not sexual, then it has something to do with taking an action, right? Rooted down by the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So somebody did something that obviously started spinning the wheel, started making things go faster than he could handle. In the future position, we have the King of Wands rooted down by the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, here's very interesting. The Four of Wands in reverse is typically my happy home card. This is usually somebody who, things are, you feel accomplished, things are calm. It's like cleaning the house and lighting a candle and sitting down on the couch afterwards. You know that feeling of like, oh, that's the feeling I'm getting from that, but it's in reverse. So obviously with the King of Wands crowning this card, it would tell me that somebody who liked to control their space, somebody who enjoyed controlling the scenario, controlling the narrative, being particularly the head of the household, so maybe somewhat demanding. Now, keep in mind that this is not the Emperor card, which would be more controlling and angry. This is the King of Wands. So this is somebody who wanted to be on the surface, or maybe even underneath the surface, mature. Somebody who wanted to be a provider, somebody who wanted to do what's right to make sure that everything was stable in a happy home. So I feel like there was a moment here, and I'm going to pull some clarifying to connecting those cards. Yeah, you have the Hierophant in reverse. So there is a level of like obsessive compulsiveness. There's a level of...
yeah, I thought it was OCD. That's what I was getting from that.
Yeah. Because the Hierophant is a rule follower, staunch traditionalist, this kind of stuff. But when I pull it in the reverse position over these two cards, it would be somebody who was meticulous. I imagine him making sure that the van never got dirty. You know what I mean? That it was clean all the time and that there was no stuff anywhere. Just in case somebody wanted to come look at it, it had to be perfect on the outside. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As I'm moving on here, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse as one of the crowning cards. Now, typically speaking, the Four of Coins in reverse is not going to be necessarily a bad thing. It's somebody who's maybe a little bit stingy with money, maybe a little bit staunch, but it would seem on the surface of this that this is a person who, at his core, wanted to do the right thing. I feel like at his core, even though there was a lot of problems, I'm seeing a lot of underlying, like, I hate to say this, but the road of good intentions. I feel like he had it on the surface that he could pretend to be this good person.
The quest to be a good man. He had the map, and at times he would act on it, but just, like if that was his plan, maybe.
Right.
So...
Good point.
The two jumpers that I got, which are not going to be part of this reading, they're kind of off on their own, is I got the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups can be seen in a couple different ways, and both cards are in the upright position. So the Three of Cups can be seen as somebody who's celebrating a promotion, who's really enjoying spending time with their friends, but it also can be somebody with an alcohol addiction. It can also be somebody who's overindulging or over-imbibing. Yeah. So you have the two scenarios here, which is the Five of Pentacles, which is financial ruin, loss, poverty, neediness. It could be that somebody spent a lot of money on drugs or alcohol. It could be that it doesn't have to be alcohol. I think you guys said that they smoked weed too. So it could be that too much money was being spent on frivolity rather than stable. So you have somebody making poor financial decisions, right? Well, on the surface, to be this positive role model, good person. So that creating this friction here. I'm gonna keep going because I feel like this one's not over. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shuffle real quick and pull a few more on this. In fact, I'm actually gonna set these ones that I already pulled over to the side and keep going with what's left. All right, here we go. And now it gets a little darker. This is what I expected. Okay. So, moving on to the second half of this, we have in the past position, we have the King of Cups rooted down by the Six of Wands. I do feel like there was some emotional neediness here. And like I said, I do know all the card readings, like I do know all the meanings, but after so long of doing this, I tend to kind of interpret them how they tell me to. Yeah. So I have the King of Cups rooted down by the Six of Wands in reverse. So obviously the Six of Wands in reverse is somebody wanting praise and adoration for something that they're doing, right? Typically speaking, this card would be a positive thing. It would be somebody who's getting that praise, who's getting that adoration, who's being promoted at work or noticed for their hard deeds. But it's in reverse underneath this. So I do feel like, is nothing I do good enough for you? Am I not doing enough? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't I take care of you? That's the energy I'm getting from this.
Gotcha.
Now, in the middle position here, I have the Ten of Swords rooted down by the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So again, I do feel like there's this give me a second here. I do feel like there's this energy of, I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's on his end or her end, or if it's caused by this tension. Keep talking to me. Tell me. Yeah, it wasn't enough is the overlying theme here. So the Ten of Swords is usually somebody who needs a fucking break, who's tired, who's stressed out, who needs a nap, who is overworked or whatever. Now, we both know they didn't hold down 9 to 5s. So if we're looking at this exhaustion type of, defeatist attitude, and I think mental health plays a major role here, this defeatist attitude rooted down by this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's quite possible that financial stability on her end And the lack thereof on his end caused a lot of problems here. So it could be that he's saying, don't I do enough for you? And essentially it was, why am I the only one that ever has money?
Yeah.
So moving on to this future position, we have the King of Swords in reverse, rooted down by the Ten of Wands in reverse. And if we know anything about the King of Swords, it's that snip, snip. Just like the Queen of Swords, this is somebody who can be, for lack of a better word, sharp, you know?
Yeah.
And in the reverse position, I think that he knows that when his tongue ends up forked, when the words that he's spewing are venom,
yeah,
that he carries a lot of that guilt and burden when he does speak sharply or rudely. Or I think that the guilt of his own actions and behaviors caused him a lot of mental burden. Because again, we're seeing this Ten of Wands card. Oh no, I don't think we saw it for him. That was in the last reading. But this Ten of Wands card in the reverse position is somebody who is sick and tired of hauling around their own bullshit.
Yeah. I would imagine this is very insightful into like potential context of like what Brian is going through potentially. You know what I mean? Like that initial feeling that you got as of being cold, kind of lying in the fetal position, calling out for attention, nothing really coming. It makes me wonder if you were picking up on the emotional resonance of that moment he had when he realized he's alone. He's alone and he's fucked up. And that's probably something that's still stuck in him. I bet you if he's out there, he's going to remember that specific moment for the rest of his life. Have you guys ever had a situation where you know you have to go at a chunk of your life alone? And for me, it always hits me in the shower. I have that shower where I realize I am dreadfully alone. I have no one, and I am doing this 100% on my own. That's almost how that seemed to feel to me. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like that initial vibe that you got. I bet you he's still.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, and I bet you he's still holding on to that. You know what I mean? I bet you that's something that if he's out there, that's on his mind. You know, like that. I am alone now.
If he did kill himself, or unalived himself, I don't know how our speech affects your channel. So, if he did unalive himself, I believe that if that was the case, and he did do that, those would have been the last few moments he experienced. I think that it was deep sorrow. I think that he was hoping somebody was going to come find him and stop him.
Yeah.
And that deep, deep crying was almost waiting for somebody to discover him or come upon him. This is just a wild speculation that if he did unalive himself, I think that his last moments were soul-rippingly terrible. Oh, sorry about that. So if he didn't, it could just be the emotions attached to it. But if he did, I do think that those would have been his last moments.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Absolutely. Also a moment where it's like, that's definitely where I would have gone with it in that moment too. You know, definitely could have been my last moments. For sure, in that feeling. You know what I mean? That calling out for help, completely alone, cold and damp.
Yeah.
You know, that's that part of that read's gonna stick with me. But yeah, I think you're onto something there too, with like, this is somebody who wants to do the right thing from maybe a financial point of view and a outward like nuclear family, but like maybe a modern ideal kind of way to do it. You know what I mean? He's following the social trends. He's making a checklist. He's following it. He's doing everything he can to seem like the good person in his position socially. You know what I mean? And then, you know, cut to you might have a somewhat unstable partner who is kind of the yin to his yang, is probably how it seems when they're in a high. But, you know, that's also them doing kind of a toxic dance, is what it actually is. You know what I mean? It's not a yin-yang, it's a fucking Ouroboros fucking pain. And,
yeah, dude.
Yeah. And I think that, yeah, like that, like what you're reading from that, it kind of, I don't know, put a little more context potentially into like why they would fight. And, it would actually kind of make sense why he would go grab $1,000 out of that bank account first thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think finances was a major issue.
A major
feeling.
Yeah, and a point of contention. You know what I mean? Like a major point of contention. I think maybe if there was like a more of a party person, if I'm to, go off of this read, I would say maybe she was more of the party goer, more of the social butterfly, and he didn't understand why they were spending that money. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's another way to look at it, because I read it as him.
Oh,
so that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, that's yeah. See, I thought maybe you were talking about it the other way around, but that's what I was thinking. If he's somebody that's trying to do everything and he's kind of this methodical person, you know what I mean? If he's this, has a roadmap, when he doesn't follow it, he fucking acts out. Mm-hmm. Or he tries his best to grab that steering wheel and regain control. And maybe
when it doesn't follow the blueprint.
Yep. And maybe she's the type of person that absolutely fights against that. I got a feeling maybe she wasn't necessarily raised with that kind of situation either. And he seems like maybe he had a parent that was always telling him about the financial, maybe. Mm-hmm. And just basing off of like Chris Laundrie's actions. Like, these aren't the actions of kind of somebody who's irresponsible with their money. He's bad at finding a defense attorney, but he's being financially kind of slick with that, if you think about it, right? He used his homeboy until he knew it would be big enough that fucking big ass defense attorneys would do it for free.
It's a valid point. Yeah.
So he let his friend build a defense team because he knew it would be a shit show. And again, that's not saying that he knows where Brian is or whatever. That's just saying, he knows it. That's just assuming he knew it would be a shit show. And then if it's not a shit show, good, my homie can take care of it and get some money from me. You know what I mean? That's why they keep him on retainer.
Never let a good tragedy go to waste.
Exactly. There's this kind of I don't know, definitely some insight I've gleaned from that. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was.
I was trying to find the ones, I can't. So.
Hey. And I'm glad. Thank you for tuning in to Shane Dawson too. That's kind of the.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, hey, no. I mean, you've already, helped tremendously. Gave me a lot to think about when it comes to Brian and Gabby in particular. Like, again, I just kind of want to take some time to chew on that read and really kind of think. Okay,
I'm gonna come back over to the YouTube feed and listen in.
Hey, right on. Thank you so much, Az. Man, love it. We'll get Unicorn in here too, and we'll follow up with we'll get Unicorns. I want to get everybody who's available in the coven to hook it up, and also at the same time just kind of show you guys the wealth of resources in anything you're interested in that I feel like is building in the Discord. We got Jameis, we got all kinds of people. We've got all kinds of people that have all kinds of a wide range of interests. If you're interested in learning how to stream and do the back end, if you want to learn how to, I don't know, if you want somebody just to genuinely like hype you up, our Discord's a solid fucking spot. You also just joined the Discord. Right on, Barney. I'll tell you right now, we've got a text channel and a voice chat channel. Oh, wait. We've got a text channel for spirituality. Mm-hmm. Spirituality, astrology, anything mystical. It's where the coven gathers. Hop down there, Barney, and they will hook you up, I guarantee it. You're not just going to get a tarot reading. You're going to get some really good in-depth conversation and breakdowns of what's going on. And you guys just saw from Az and Unicorn, they're good at this. Mm-hmm. We got Arianthe too, who has some major experience in this field. You know what I mean? And in multiple realms of measuring and quantifying the paranormal. It's a topic I really like. I'm somewhat of a skeptical person, I guess, but you guys will hear me get woo-woo. I call it woo-woo, and I call it woo-woo lovingly, because I try to not limit myself to any potentiality. I like to maybe speculate on what they all might be and end up. And there's some things from everything I've studied that I feel like I've gained a little bit of benefit from. It's all about keeping that good, baby. Oh, goodness. So Shane Dawson, any new videos today?
No.
When does the next video come out? Is it weekly? I'm pretty sure he's doing a weekly release, right? The newest one is a ghost hunt, but I think we get like it's mostly build up to some ghost hunting. We get to kind of see Shane's
Thursday.
Okay, so it's upcoming Thursday. So yeah, like a week apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like the Shane Dawson specials. I liked all of them except the Jake Paul one. Again, I'm not a fan of the way he set that up.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that was a major. That was an Icarus move.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch flew too close to the sun. Nobody needs to make content that spicy for that young of an audience.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to speculate on someone if someone is struggling with sociopathy on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And I think he's learned that lesson. It seems like he's sticking to the realm of, like, you know, ghosts, conspiracies, and horror, and says he wants to make horror movies. And, you know, on that read, that had me flipping out from Unicorn, and the read from Az, that honestly has me just a different level of flipping out. Az's reads get me a little more introspective, get me really thinking, and put me in the position of the situation. You know what I mean? Unicorns get me jaw dropped sometimes, where it's like, oh shit, yeah, I see the connection there, you know. But I think Shane's, I don't know. I agree with those, and I think we'll have to clip that shit and just fucking spam Shane Dawson with it. Like, let us know what you think of this tarot card reading, baby. Didn't they do good? Number one. You know, he who fights with monsters might take care lest he thereby become a monster. And if you gaze for long into the abyss gazes also into you. Nietzsche. Yeah, Claire, Nietzsche. Word. Yeah, again, I like that we have such a broad audience.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
It's great the way that we can communicate.
Yeah. It really, 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 really is. All right. Well, Daddy's going to grab another hit. We're going to hang out.
I was thinking about it, too.
We're going to hang out for a little bit more. If you got them, smoke them, guys. Think about...
Man, I wish I had some cocaine.
Hey.
Be great right now.
You know, isn't that the bitch about cocaine? That's the one. That's like that's its aftertaste. Is you wish you had more.
I love the aftertaste. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Isn't that the bitch of it? That yeah. You know, I never kept a regular hookup for it, but there was a lady at a music festival that, you know, a few times a year I'd visit as a kid, and yeah, I had a really good time. Chief was there a couple times. Boy, sorry, we're dads now. We probably shouldn't talk about that. I'm just kidding. My kid's gonna know I was fucking cool. Just in case I'm not around. You know. Every kid hits that teenage phase and you know, needs to discover that your dad was fucking cool. Because I just don't believe that every dad was fucking lame the whole time. There's just no way.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop thinking about fucking Chris Laundrie now, and kind of how he maybe parented fucking Brian Laundrie. Like, that reading was fascinating to me.
Wait, yeah, I didn't hear a lot of that because I had to take a couple of calls. What did she say about Chris Laundrie?
Okay, so we had like an initial reading that was like a vibe, right? And, you know, it gave me this feeling that maybe he's like accepted that he's alone. You know what I mean? She said that you were there for that. She felt cold and damp on one side. But then kind of went on to expound upon like maybe the reasons there were tensions in his close relationships. You know what I mean? Like the reasons he has problems, which is one of the answers I've been wanting is kind of motive. And the more you can deduce from like the way someone interacts socially, the more you can kind of pick out motive for how they would. You can pick out MO. You know what I mean? And again, I've never been under the assumption Brian is a serial killer or a spree killer. So like I think it was
Yeah.
he killed Gabby second degree.
Do you think he did it on? Do you think it was an? You think it was an accident?
I mean, it's second degree, so not premeditated.
Yeah.
I mean, in whatever degree you can consider that an accident legally, I think that's if I had to put money on it. But I don't even know. Keep in mind, I don't even know if it'll get to that point in a trial. I don't know if they'll ever press those charges because they haven't yet. But
I think it's because of it. That's a tactic. I think they're waiting till they get so much evidence that it's undeniable on trial.
She was saying that it was and I kind of took it the opposite of what I think she took it as, but that one party is frivolous with money and one party's uptight with money, and that caused a lot of tension, financial tension. And Brian might have been the type of person who was trying to keep his T's crossed and his I's dotted on paper and look as financially stable as he needs to. And she said, what was the specific wordage? There's why do I always have money and you don't? Mm-hmm. Which would also
so
kind of
many
explain
things
why I
that
took
are
the money.
That's what I was about to say. See, that's what rubs me the wrong way. Like, I would not be able to fucking do that.
Take
if
the 1,000 pounds.
even if it was an accident, if I accidentally killed a person, because if you look at the videos of them before all this, man, they look so in love.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think they genuinely love the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah.
But I think what ultimately happened is, they had been having all these altercations, and then it just gets worse and worse. And maybe he hit her, and then she fell back and hit her head on a rock. I mean, it could be so many different scenarios, but the fact that he just left her body out there and then went and took money out of her account, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. And you have, like I was kind of explaining earlier, when they're in a high together, they're probably feeling like the differences between them make them a yin and yang. Mm-hmm. When actually they're an Ouroboros of fucking toxicity. Like they don't actually fucking see eye to eye on anything. Like they have different values, they have different everything, and that also will cause tension, but only on those downs. Mm-hmm. And so I think he had an episode, something like that. And that, just again, the insight she's helped me kind of glean potentially on what he might have been thinking and going through. Because imagine it does seem like that had to have been fights they had was money. Had to have been.
Right.
Why else pull that $1,000 out like that? Why else, So, I don't know. Boy, it's just fascinating the thought-provoking things you can get from the different corners of, of our community in particular. Like, because that feels like it might be fucking spot on. Mm-hmm. Like, really does. Like, vibes like spot on.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, Allie? What up, Allie? She's lurking. But do we have a couple Allies? We're trying to check on.
We have a couple of them. We're trying to check on the one that lives in Japan.
We're trying to check on Japan Alley. We hope Japan Alley's okay. There was an earthquake. Oh man. But guys, we're at the end of that second hour of that swing shift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's 3 p.m. technically, and this is when we go. So I think it's time to wind her on down. Mm-hmm. Think about all the things we might have learned. Think about all this new kind of juicy speculation we get to go chew on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We can all talk about it in the Discord too. I'd love that. I want to hear everybody's opinion on reads. We still got to get one from Unicorn, but we'll have to catch it. Hopefully, if she's up on the late night,
mm-hmm.
We'll catch another one and we'll just compile them together. We'll just get them clips going, baby. As the schedule gets more solid, we have more times for edits. We have people like Stanody who are helping tremendously with the back end stuff.
Yeah,
helping with clips, helping with this merch trailer looks great. I'm excited to really implement it tomorrow. a little less plugs. I want to shoot commercials, baby, instead of having to fucking rant about it, because your boy's not the best at fucking transitions. But you know, thank you for being with us as always, Garrett, man. Hey, we're gonna let you know exactly how fat this cat gets tonight.
I will be looking forward to that.
Yeah, I did right. I bet you she gains at least a pound in food. I like if you miss a feeding, she'll just knock her food thing over and just make a fucking mess.
That is exactly what my cat does, but she's more dramatic about it, because I have her food bowl and her water bowl on a second level of this cat tree I built for her. So it, like, when I put her diet food in the bowl and she didn't fucking like it, she took her paw and threw that off the second deck, and cat diet food went all over the kitchen. And I'm like, Sadie! And she's just looking at me with this disgusting look. Then she's looking at she's looking at me like, feed me.
You know why this happened. Yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
No, there's this cold squint of remorselessness in Lux's cat that's just like ever present if Lux isn't looking at the cat. Like, Lux looks away and she just looks at me like, fuck you, I'll smother you.
Yeah. I'll kill you in your sleep, you fuck.
I'll whoop that ass.
She like comes up next to your ear and suddenly she goes, "You're gonna die because of a ping pong ball."
Yeah. So, hey, big swing shift. Everybody remember the hashtag though. Hashtag consequence culture. We're not doing cancel culture on MURKradio. It's consequence culture. You have to stand.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, stand for your actions. There are people that are canceled by the public for a fucking reason, and it's honestly for the betterment of society. And it's not that we should destroy what they've done. Mm-hmm. It's that we as individuals choose not to purchase it anymore. We did in the past, and we don't now. They already got our money. Mm-hmm. So yeah, go get, guys. Don't get got. We'll talk to you later, Garrett.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
And you guys have a good one. I like that hashtag MURKMystics.
That's what I say.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just doing it on mic on the stream.
Oh, yeah,
so as knows, I like hashtag MURKMystics.